This lighting is so bad. Hello everyone, excuse the background. This is the second time I've tried to film this video and for some reason the first one filmed in slow motion. So now all the children are awake and it's noisy downstairs, and that's where my craft room is. So now we're upstairs in my room. The room is a mess because I'm stripping all the bed sheets, trying to do washing before I go away tomorrow because I'm going away for the night with my partner. So we're going to try this again and hopefully nothing happens. Sorry if I don't seem as enthusiastic this time because I've done this twice. This will be the second time I've done it. So I have a little bit of a haul to start with that I want to show you, and I've also got something to give away. And I'll do that at the end of the video. So first we'll get into the haul stuff and then we'll get straight on with the cross stitch stuff. Also apologise for the sunlight in my glasses. My bedroom's quite dark at the minute, so you're on the window and I'm facing the window, so you're going to see the reflection. But the first thing that I bought was some more hoops. So these are Nerge hoops and they're number 3. I actually bought 4 because it came to something like £22 or something for 4. And I really like the Nerge hoops. They're really, really good. I've already got one on one of my projects. And I got these from Jobby, and that's where actually the giveaway came from. They gave me like a small little free kit as a nice little gift. So I would definitely recommend having a look at them. I think they post everywhere. I'm sure they do. But there's some really nice cross-stitch kits on their website if you like things that aren't full coverage, but they also have full coverage ones as well. So I definitely recommend having a look at them, and these were a really good price. I had a look on Amazon and they were more money there, so I found these on Jobby for, depending on what size you buy, the money goes up, but these were the cheapest ones, the beige ones. I think because I've got another one on Lord of the Rings, that's a pinky purple, no, lilac one. And that one was more money, but just have a look at the colours because I think the beige is the cheapest one and I'm not bothered about the colour. The second thing I bought was some Grime Guards off of Etsy. I bought 2 for my Nerge hoops. So these are the Nerge hoop size 3s. So the lady that sells these actually does Nerge hoop sizes, which is brilliant because not a lot of people do. And they're a different shape than the standard hoops. So the lady that sells these is called Wiki's Den. I'll link her below as well, and I've already got one of these on one of my projects, so I'll show you that in a second, but they were a really good price as well, and they are beautiful. Love them. And then the last bit of haul that I've got is a cross-stitch stand. So this is for the tutorials that I'm doing about how to cross-stitch. There's already one out. It's not that good though, because I couldn't stitch properly without having the hoop in a stand, because obviously I'm using one hand to stitch and one hand to hold the hoop. It was a little bit wobbly, so I didn't do much stitching on that video. The first one was basically just talking about stamped kits, going through the pattern and the floss and the fabric and everything like that. But I'm going to do another video this week, hopefully Thursday, about, and that'll show me more oh my god, show me stitching more than what I did in that video. So I bought a stand for that so I can film the hoop a bit better. And this was from Amazon. It was £23, and there was different types, so you could get a cheaper one for £18 where it didn't extend, and because this one rotates I think and you can move it about, whereas the cheaper one was just a something that wouldn't move. It was just like just a stand basically, and you can only have it in one position. So yeah, this one you can adjust the height and angle, but the cheaper one you can't, so I bought the better one just so in case I need to do it at different angles. So that is all of the haul. So now let's get on to the stitching, and I really hope you're going to be able to see these at this angle. But this is Poinsettia Pixie. I'll put a picture here of the original image. And I stitched 839 stitches this week, and it takes me to 1.59%. So we're still at the top of her head. and I'm doing all of the black. So I'm doing all of the black first, and then I'm gonna go through with the colours afterwards. And that one is coming along really nicely. I'm really happy with the progress that I made on that one this week. Okay, so this one is Darth Daddy, and I'm very happy with the progress that I made this week because I managed to get layers outline in. And this one I done 753 stitches, and that gives me a percentage total of 43.46%. Sorry if I'm looking that way, my notes are like down here. Yeah, I'm really happy with that, and I think what I'm going to do carrying on with this one is fill her in a little bit because she's just going to be all 310, then go back to the background, do another bit, back to the background, and I want to fill in these 2 pages before Christmas. That's my goal, my only goal. I'll put the picture here of the original image because it's quite a long image. It won't be any wider than this, but it will fall down here. So yeah, that's the only goal I've got this year, is to finish these 2 pages. I don't like setting myself goals most of the time, just because I just stitch what I want when I want most of the time, so I don't really feel the need for a goal. But I'm really happy with the progress on this one. We're starting to get a bit of brown here coming through above her, and I reckon I can get this done before Christmas. Well, these 2 pages, not the whole thing, but I reckon I can get these 2 pages finished up before Christmas. Next one is Gamergirl, is what I'm calling her, but I don't actually know if that's her real chart name. I suppose I should look it up actually. And this one has the other Grime Guard on that I bought in rainbow, which is really cool. Now, I got the 317. If you watched my last Flosstube, I was missing the 317 from this, and it was the colour that I needed for the background. But having it on the fabric now, I'm actually really worried about this chart. I did go into further explanation on the one that was slow mode, but I don't think it's meant to be this dark, and I am actually quite worried about it. So there's some stars here, and I actually don't think you're going to really be able to see them once I've done, because this is like pretty much all 317 in this page, and I am really worried that this chart isn't going to come out as good as what I was hoping. So what I'm going to do is finish this page and then go diagonally to the next page instead of going this way or this way, because that way and down is going to be all 317. So I'm going to come diagonally, and I should get to the Gamer words. I will put a picture here of the original image, and that should take me to other colours so I can just see if it's going to be worth stitching it. If it's not, I'm going to be really upset because I spent quite a lot of money on the floss for this chart. And another thing that I need to say is this is by Medusa the Doll Maker, and originally Gecko Rouge, the shop Gecko Rouge, have the licensing for Medusa Doll Maker. Now yesterday I saw on Facebook that they've put a status saying that they're no longer going to be making Medusa Doll Maker, and I think in the next 30 days all of her charts are going to be gone. So if you want anything from Gecko Rouge, because they do kits, so they do everything in one, now's the time to go and get it. I am actually really tempted to get the Addams Family one from them, just because if this one doesn't turn out right, I would like at least one Medusa Doll Maker kit, because this one came from Etsy directly from her, from the artist's shop, and I don't know why it's charted like this, why it's so dark, because I thought it was going to be blue. If you look on the original image, I'll put it up again, take a closer look on the background, it looks like it's supposed to be a blue. But I could be wrong. I could just need to trust the process, and it will be different greys and then turn into a blue gradient, because there is other colours that come through on the background. But at the minute, with how dark this is, I'm not holding out much hope. So I did 665 stitches on this, and that brought me to 0.40%. We're going to see how it goes. I'm going to trust the process. I'll finish this page as quickly as I can, and then I'll go down here. So you probably will see this one next week, because I'm going to make a point of doing this along with Darth Daddy, just to see if there's any point in me carrying on with it, and if not, then I'm going to have to use the floss for something else. Probably cut the fabric and just call it a day, because I've already had enough stress with this kit, getting the flosses in the first place, that I am really nervous about it. But we'll see. I'll trust the process for now. There was actually a other Flosstuber that commented on one of my videos. I can't remember which video it was now, but the lady's name is Kayli Stitch. I'll link her channel down below. She's a brilliant Flosstuber. I absolutely love watching her videos. I've been watching them for ages, so when she commented on mine, I was like, kind of fangirling. But she said the same thing. She said she noticed the patterns were on Etsy, but she was really worried about the rendering and how it would chart. So that's why she hasn't done one yet, and I think I am now starting to worry about it as well, but we will see. I'll be confident for now. Okay, so the next one is my stamped cross stitch, and it will look a bit weird because I decided to start the face. Now, I started the face because of the tutorials that I'm doing. This is the only kit that I have that has backstitch in it currently. So her eyes need backstitch, her nose and her lips need a bit of backstitch in, and I want to show people that are new to cross stitch how to backstitch. So I started on the eyes, and I actually started stitching this bit here on camera. But this week I've done her eyes, and I've started some of the skin tone here. And I will do the rest of her face on the tutorials. But having her face done is actually pulling in this flower a bit more. It doesn't look so stark. So it's looking really good now. I've got a little bit more on the canvas anyway, so I'm not worried. I will still do this moth down here, but as soon as I've finished the tutorials, I'll leave whatever's left of her face, and then I'll just come down to the moth instead, because I do want to stitch a moth. That's what I said I wanted to do. I wanted to do bits and pieces of this at a time instead of just going from the top down like I do with every other cross stitch, just to have a bit of fun. But I still need to finish off this flower, which is what I'm going to do on the stand when we first start the cross stitch tutorials, like with you actually seeing me stitch. And then I'm going to use her face for the backstitch video. I think I worked on this for about 3 hours this week. So yeah, but I didn't touch the flower at all this week. Last one is my Lord of the Rings, and I am really happy with deciding to change the way I stitched this. So if you didn't watch last week's video, I said there was another YouTuber called Crafty Gaming Jamie. I always get her name wrong. I'll link her as well. And what she does is she stitches 200 stitches on her biggest project every day, and then she moves on to other things. So I tried that with a Lord of the Rings this week, and it actually really helped me get a lot of stitches done on everything else, because before last week I was doing, I'd say about 3 or 4 days solely on Lord of the Rings. So the other projects weren't getting much done, and I have noticed that I've done quite a bit more this week. Like Poinsettia Pixie, I did 839 stitches on, Darth Daddy 753, you know, and I was doing, I think Poinsettia Pixie was 1 day, so that was really good progress for me. So here is Lord of the Rings, and I'll put a picture here. Now I don't know if the lighting's good enough for you to see what I've done, but I finished this page and I started working on the next page. I think this is page 4. And I did 1,468 stitches this week, which is more than what I usually stitch. I'd say that's a good nearly 400 stitches more using the method of doing 200 a day. And I'm now at 2.04%. Now, I didn't stitch 200 stitches every day. I didn't worry about it. One day I did an over 200, and I think I did 264 stitches, and then other days I was only doing 150. There was 2 days where I did 184 exactly on both days, but I did it for the whole 7 days this week. So it helped an awful lot. So I'm going to keep doing that. And I also didn't make any mistakes as well, because I was only doing 150 to 200 stitches a day. It was giving my eyes a break. So before I was doing 500 stitches a day or whatever, and my eyes, this is 28 count and I'm not very good, and I stitch at night, which is probably not a good idea on 28 count for me. I'm not very good at seeing the fabric after an hour or so. It kind of makes my eyes really tired. And I made a couple of mistakes in here, a couple of mistakes in here. Don't think I made any on this bit because it was mostly sky, but definitely on this bit I made a good few mistakes here. So yeah, I didn't make any mistakes so far by using that method. And I am really happy with it. We're doing a bit more sky at the minute. And then this will curve down like that. And then we get to move the hoop. So I'm very, very happy. Definitely going to use that method more often. Well, I'll actually stick with that method. So thank you very much for Crafting Your Game and Jamie for giving me that idea. Right, last thing before I go is the giveaway. So Hobby Jobby gave me a free kit in my parcel with the hoops. It's a very small kit. It's just a postcard, but it is, I really hope you can see that. It is a pineapple postcard, and it comes with everything you need, even the border. So if you would like this, it has to be UK only though, unfortunately, because postage, I'm in the UK and postage to overseas is really expensive for me, even for something small like this, and half the time they never show up. So it has to be UK only, I'm afraid. I am really sorry. At some point in the future, I will do a random act of kindness gift or a giveaway where I can buy you a pattern online, and that can be open to everybody then, but I really don't want to post anything overseas. So this one's for UK only right now, but we'll do some sort of giveaway later on for overseas people, because I know it is annoying when you can't take part. So this is a pineapple postcard, and if you want it, just put pineapple in the comments, and on next week's video I will announce the winner and then either message you or you can message me. My email is in the description. Should be of all the newer videos, so definitely this one it will be in. I've only just started putting it in because I kept forgetting on the first few videos. So definitely this video and the next video when I announce the winner, my email will be in the comments, not comments, description. So under this video, if you click where the description of the video is, if you click the more button or the more on the description, it will then bring down all of the details, and all of my Etsy links, my Facebook groups, and all of that is there as well. So this is a lovely little kit. It'd be perfect for beginners. It does have a little bit of back stitch in it across the pineapple, but not much. So this would be perfect for a beginner or just a little stitch for somebody. So I am going to go. I am really sorry this video is not very good. It's not going to be very long, but I've got loads to do today before I go. So I will see you next Monday, and I hope you have a great week. Bye-bye.